Hey, Harold.
What's up?
Hey, welcome to YouTube, Classic Boat Rescue. Hey, listen, you want to help us out with this Johnson you're comfortably leaning on there? This is an old one, Harold, right? What, like 1947?
Yeah, I'll look up the serial number to make sure.
All right. Yeah, I guess you've been doing this kind of thing for quite a while, huh?
Too long, way too long.
What, you say like over 35 years or something like that?
Been here about 35 years.
Wow. All right. So, okay, I guess the next step is going to be we're going to take the covers off, maybe take the gas tank off, get to the inside of this guy, pull this top cover off where the starter is obviously in there. Well, not the starter, but it's what's... That would be the flywheel, right, Harold? All right. And we're going to just take it apart, and then we'll get back to you as soon as we do that. All right, here we go. Got it turned upside down. Get a look in there. So we're taking off all the tins off of it. There's the pull start mechanism, the bottom of it. Okay, what do we got over here? There's the carburetor. Prop shaft. And there's the flywheel. We're trying to get that pulled now. I'll try to get that pulled up, and then we'll get back to you in a minute. Yeah, you know, I'm surprised that they used water cooled on such small engines back then, because, you know, I mean, why didn't they just make them air cooled, Harold?
Well, I guess it wasn't enough.
You know, didn't you say it would actually like melt the exhaust on the thing?
Yeah. Well, air cooled, you wouldn't have too much exhaust.
There were a
They
few.
need to be quiet also.
There were a few guys who made air cooled engines, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I guess it was more popular to water cool. And, Where's the pump on this guy? Down here? Down here somewhere by the lower unit? And these guys didn't have any reverse, right? No transmission on this. Yeah. I'm guessing it's just like a shaft with a bevel gear at the bottom. Guess they're trying to get off that primer shaft, right? Yeah. Yes, Harold looked up the numbers on the computer while I was taking the tins off, and we find out it's somewhere between what, a 46 and a 49. All right. All right, so it could be a 47. I said it was a 47 based on what I saw on the internet. And there goes the primer shaft coming out. No two ways about it. That gas tank has to come off, right, Harold? All right, we're going to pull that gas tank off in a minute. We'll get back to you. All right, now we got the strap wrench on there. We're going to try to hold on to the flywheel. Keep it steady. Underneath the flywheel is all the ignition parts. You got your coils under there, you got your points under there, and all that other good stuff. Yeah, so I was looking on the instructions on the gas tank over here, and apparently what we're working on here is, Harold says it's that's horrible, I can't see it. We're working on a fuel oil mixture of 16:1, and it says something about you put a pint of some kind of oil, whether it's marine oil. You could even actually use 40 weight, but Harold, you say no, don't use 40 weight motor oil, right? But I guess
40 weight's not like it was back then.
Yeah, it probably was whale oil back then, right?
Probably.
Yeah, so Harold figured out, he said that's a 16:1 mixture, and on these old guys, you want to do what they say to do just because you don't want to wreck it. So no 50:1 in this baby. Is it breaking free there, Harold? That's a pretty handy wrench to have. Well, if you're a mechanic and you're doing this all the time, you're going to have all the tools you could possibly get, and Harold's got an amazing set of tools. Just don't ask him to borrow his tools. He'll kill you. All right, let's see if we can get that flywheel off. I'll be back when we do. Go ahead, talk.
It's a keyed shaft, a wood drift key.
It's got a Woodruff key in there, huh?
which holds it
In place, right?
timing, yeah. I gotta find it.
So yeah, so we got the ratchet mechanism off the top for the starter, and it involves a whole bunch of little tiny springs that are really delicate.
There's a puller set.
Here's the puller set.
Made right from Harold Johnson.
Wow. You got all the good stuff.
Don't be telling nobody.
You know, I bet you a bunch of guys are drooling out there just looking at this stuff. They're probably sitting at home trying to make this stuff from scratch just so that they could try to get something off. You know. Ooh, look at that.
There's your old points. Coils.
And based on what I heard on the internet, if you've got the black coils, you're good. The clear plastic ones are no good. They'll crack and then water will get in there and just deteriorate and corrode.
You have to lift these up and look underneath. A lot of times they crack underneath for the
Right.
on the plate.
They're not like car points, are they?
No, they're down in here.
Pretty cool. Oh, you got yourself a thrust washer over there.
This is puller back in my secret hiding place.
Okay, nobody tell anybody where his tools are. His special Evinrude tools. They're Evinrude tools, right? Or Johnson? Well, it's OMC. Were they OMC back then?
Yes, outboard motor corporation.
So it was even back then. It was Johnson and Evinrude. I wonder why they had two different names and two different brands. Do you know?
Well, Johnson and Evinrude were two different brands.
Oh, okay.
And then they bought up Johnson. They made motors for Montgomery Ward and all kinds of stuff back then.
Probably Sears too, right? Sears had everything back then. No, I think Sears used, was it like Home Light?
Yeah.
I think Alright guys, hold on. When we get a little further, we'll come back. Okay, if you look really closely, you can see the points. They're not like car points, that's for sure. Yeah, this camera gets in nice and tight. I can get all the way in there on it. Oh, jumped. There you go. They look like they're a little oxidized on the outside, but I don't know about the inside of them. Yep, I seen it close. There it is. I got one for one cylinder. Where is it? One for one cylinder on that side. One for the other cylinder. You got.
have to go online and
put the points over there.
see if we can find these points.
Okay.
Look at the brass in it. They don't make points like that anymore.
Wow, that's crazy.
Which is very nice.
Oh, you think we can just like maybe like put a little point file in there or a sandpaper and just like run it?
Possibility.
I think I might have something that would help.
See if we can get a spark out of it.
Yeah, just get a spark out of it. I just want to see it run. You know, I know you say that you know it might run for a day or two, but you know, because they're not new points, there's a good chance that they'll just crap out again.
Points, then you rebuild them carburetor.
Yeah.
A new water pump impeller, and runs into a lot of time and money.
Well, yeah, but I guess if you really like the thing or it has sentimental value, you don't mind spending a little extra money to keep it going, right?
Well, if you got everything new here, it'd run for another 50 years.
All right, let me dig in my toolbox. I think I have something that might help. Some kind of abrasive material for those points. Okay, looks like we've got a little success here. Harold left me to my own devices. He had some stuff to do out in the yard. So what I did was I cleaned up the points and put the flywheel back on. And just took a test lead that was missing one of its alligator clip ends and created a hook and with a wire. Stripped off the covering on the wire and created a hook and just put it under the screw, just create a ground. And then over here I've got the spark plug with the other end clipped to the base of the spark plug. And what I'm doing is I'm using a cordless drill, and I just got the cordless drill right there, and I'm running the flywheel in turn running the magneto, generating a little bit of juice. That goes through the coils, and then it's going to just run the wire from the spark plug to the coil, energize it, and we're going to get a spark. Let's see. Oops. I don't know if that's visible. The bright light. Let's see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off the lighting for the camera, and then maybe we can see it in the dark. Just hold on a sec. Alright, and we're going to spark plug number 2, and looks like we got success on that guy too. Just to show you here. There you go. Alright, we're in the house. This thing's going to start, because as long as you got spark, you're going to get a running engine. And all it really took was cleaning the points. Awesome. What I'm thinking I'm doing is squirting a little fuel in the cylinders there. Throw the spark plugs back in and see if I can get this thing to fart by starting it up with the cordless drill. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens. Alright, I got the plugs back in, and I got the wires on there. I think I'm eventually going to have to rig up some new wiring here. These ignition wires, one of them especially, has a nick in it. And like I said before, that could compromise the spark going to the plug. But I'm going to try something here. I couldn't find a squirt bottle to squirt fuel down the cylinders. What I'm thinking on doing is I've got some starting fluid. I'm going to squirt it in the carb there, and then I'm going to try to kick it over with the cordless drill. I don't know how kosher this is to do, because essentially it's a 2-stroke and it requires oil in the cylinders. But what I'm going to just do is just see if I can get it to fart, see if I can get it to kick over or do something ignition related, and just for 2 seconds. But alright, let's see if I can do this one-handed. And there's the intake right there, those holes. Let's see, shoot a healthy amount in there. Okay. Make sure you're in a ventilated place if you use that stuff, because it's basically essentially ether. So let's see. You don't want to be falling asleep while you're working on your vintage outboard motor. So I'm going to put this on here, and I've got the lever to start, and I'm going to crank it over and see what happens. It's running away with me. Let's see what happens. We're getting nothing. And the battery is dying on the drill. So okay. Yeah, and the battery died on a cordless drill, so I had to recharge it. And I'm thinking to myself while it's charging, this might be a good place to end episode 2. Yeah, I know. It's going to be a cliffhanger. There's going to be an episode 3, but don't worry. It's going to be worth the wait. I want to thank Harold Thurston for helping me out over from Sportsman's Marina, their master mechanic. And I want to thank Sportsman's Marina for hosting this video and allowing me into their machine shop. So until next time, I'll say goodbye. Classic Boat Rescue is sometimes brought to you by Sportsman's Marina, the place to go for all your recreational boating needs, whether it's gasoline, parts, or service, or just to say hi.